Now becoming a bigger part of the i-series, the Expedition Hall hosts the main stage where all the major tournaments take place, and exhibitors from around the world, from people selling PCs to even a new startup company selling keys. Yep, keys for your keyboard. QWERkeys, founded by Dan Sleater, is a company that manufactures your own custom mechanical keys, varying in colour and design.
Got some gaming-based keys. We've got Half-Life, Quake, StarCraft, Unreal Tournament, Minecraft, Team Fortress 2, that sort of thing. We've also got some function packs. We've also got some gamer packs which include WASD, the cursor keys, and we can also make keys to order. So if somebody has a specific, specific requirement, say ESDF or QWER, we can look into making those sorts of layouts for the gamer. There's such a person called a keyboard enthusiast now. There's forums dedicated to this called GeekHack, Destority. There's a lot of forums across the world dedicated to modifying your mechanical keyboard. So, it's not just gamers, but I think obviously it's an obvious market for us. But we can also gear this towards people with specific software applications. So video editors, people in the broadcast industry, they might want a specific layout. QWERkeys, that's QWER keys.co.uk, or we've also got a Facebook page, which is facebook.com/QWERkeys.
Pro gaming team Dignitas were also around, doing a gamer search. Their goal, to find a new member for their StarCraft 2 team.
The gamer search is a way of finding the newest and best StarCraft player that we can. If you do remember, a few years ago we had Bling, who was in a gamer search the last one we did, and he had the chance to play in a tournament. I think it was a 16-18 man tournament where we eventually found him, brought him on, and now he's probably one of the best StarCraft players in the UK, and has gone flown overseas to play the game worldwide. So what we're doing here today is a replication of that, where we're going to try and find the next StarCraft Pro gamer for Dignitas. What we're looking for in a player is more than playing in the game. Obviously the game is one of the bigger parts of it. You have to be able to play the game well, to represent well, but we also want them to be able to represent sponsors. We also want them to be able to do things like this, talk in front of the camera, be more than just a player who sits in their room playing video games. We want them to get involved in the whole eSports mentality, the whole doing things like this on the booth, doing PR, try and bring them out of their comfort zone a little bit more and grow them as people, let alone as gamers. In most tournaments, not necessarily the best player wins. They could come up against a really tough matchup or a tough opponent, and they might not win the tournament, but they could be better than somebody else. So that's what we want to see. We don't particularly want the winner, because obviously the winner, congratulations to the winner and all, but we want to see, like I say, the complete package. So we will interview those players throughout the weekend, throughout the Sunday, get to know them, get to see what they're like in front of a camera, in front of us, and that's where we get to see them outside of the game. The game is also, like I say, the game is massively important, but we want to see what they're like outside as well. If they're not as good as a person, then it makes things tough.
Xtreme Gaming, based in Colchester, Essex, are a dedicated Xbox 360 gaming centre. What, you asked?
Basically, Xtreme Gaming is a land-based centre solely dedicated to Xbox, where gamers come along and they play games. Very much like an internet cafe, but we're very communal. So, like when you come along and play, where you play is in themed arenas, which we're very lucky to be sponsored by different people. We believe that multiplayer was born on the sofa, so you're sitting around with your friends, playing games like GoldenEye, 4 of you on the couch, and it's great fun. And Xbox Live is huge amounts of fun. But it's nothing better than sitting next to that person and playing that person. And what we do is we provide top quality kit, so being racing seats, headsets, control pads. Everyone has the same spec equipment, so it's not different size TVs. We provide a unique environment, so like, for argument's sake, in the sci-fi room, you're playing on a doomed spaceship that's crashing, so all around you is pipes and stuff on the wall. If you're playing in a zombie arena, you're playing in the level from Call of Duty Zombies, and there's the guns on the wall, each station's lined up from the characters in the game. And it's just a whole different vibe. It's very much like we're at i-series. People love playing together and talking to each other, and that's what we do. We're very much like a community-based thing. We offer something different for parents, It allows children to be in town, but still inside and safe. We offer a safe community environment for people to bring their children. And it's something that helps kids socialise, something that internet cafes probably never used to do. Console gaming is a little bit more socially interactive, we find. And a lot of friendships have been made in our centre that you wouldn't necessarily see because they have that common ground. They might be playing FIFA and they all play each other, and then a friendship is made. I don't know, the best way I can think about it, it's almost like a pub with no alcohol. You know, everyone comes there regularly and sees each other on a Friday or a Thursday or a Wednesday. It's their meeting spot. So
they pulled the short straw at the show, which involved them playing games all day long. Tough life.